So, and they like hanging out with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They
Now
don't
when
judge. They don't judge me.
now I've gotten a lot of questions here today, especially on the drive to Chick-fil-A. When is Lenny coming to South Carolina?
Oh man, I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm gonna put you on the spot now.
You put me on the spot. Well, you know what I'll probably do is I'll probably do a do a drive down.
You just got to come here. You just got to do a drive here to be in South Carolina to do the show and
Do the show. Do a.
we'll hang out. We'll hang out. We'll do the show live. It's gonna be much better if we're together.
Oh, it's always live.
Well, I mean, we will be live to each other. I mean, we're live to each other. We'll be in person.
We'll be in the same room.
Yeah, it'll be much different. I think. At least we don't have
Will
to
it
deal
be
with.
better or worse?
Oh, it can only be better, right?
All right, it can
I
only
hope
be
so.
better.
Hope so. Maybe we'll get Diamond Dallas Page in here and the Honky Tonk Man, and we'll all be.
Holy
Free
crap!
for
Oh,
all.
you didn't even mention about the Honky Tonk Man. People
Well,
don't know.
it's not for sure yet, but
It would have been if you didn't blow it.
oh, I don't think I blew it. I think he doesn't. All right, I'll tell the folks a story. I
Who signs their name? HTM.
I know. So I got in touch with the Honky Tonk Man from WWF or WWE, whatever you want to call it now, WCW. He's actually an independent circuit right now, but the Honky Tonk Man, everybody knows him.
Which means he's fighting other adult men
Other adult
in cafeterias all over the
yeah,
in high school cafeterias all over the.
and he I think he makes appearances here and there at
VFWs.
VFWs now. And so I got in touch with this promoter, requesting an interview, have him come on the show. His promoter said, "Well, I'll pass it along, basically, and he'll get back to you in the next week or so." So was it yesterday? Yesterday, I got an email, and this is after Lenny has gone to Vegas, so I didn't know what was going on. I got an email. Subject line said "show," and the message was, "When do you want to do it?" And HTM in capital H, capital T, capital M. And I'm thinking, is this Lenny asking me what time he wants to do the show or when he wants to do the show? I'm like, I don't know who this is. And I was looking at it on my phone, on my BlackBerry, is where I got the email. And it didn't show the email address. It just said the signature at the bottom. So I couldn't see the email address. And I didn't know who it was, so I didn't do anything. Then I got on the computer, when I had one handy. I looked at the email again, and it was from a name I didn't recognize, the email address. And for the life of me, I did not know who it was. And I racked my brain, and nothing would come to mind. I looked through all my old emails. I've never seen this email address before. Nothing. So I send him. This is where I probably messed up. Send him back an email. I said, "Who is this?"
All right.
And I was like, I have no idea, right? I thought maybe it was you from your friend's computer or something like that. That's all I could figure. But the HTM did not make any sense.
Did not register.
Did not register. So then we're over at the country club here, eating dinner, and I'm telling Paige and the kids about this email I got today. And I said, it was the weirdest thing. I figured it was from Lenny, from his friend's computer or something, but it didn't make any sense. And he said, it was like, when do you want to do the show? And it was signed HTM. I'm like, I don't know what that even means. Why would he sign HTM? It makes no sense. And then, I mentioned the name, which didn't mean anything. The email address was somebody's name, and it didn't make any sense to me.
You should have Googled that name and HTM.
I did, and it didn't, and nothing came up.
Really?
Well, I didn't do the HTM. I just did the name, and nothing came up.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, things came up, but nothing that made any sense to me. So, because the problem was a lot of stuff came up, and none of it made any sense. Because it wasn't a first name; it was the first two initials and the last name. Which is part of the problem. It's a fairly common last name, so I was like, oh boy. I don't know. So I talking to Paige, and I said, I got this email, and it's weird. And I was racking my brain. I looked through all my emails that I had sent, and it didn't make any sense. I can't remember who would HTM be. Maybe it was somebody I requested an interview with, and then all of a sudden it hit me, Honky Tonk Man. I was like, oh no.
No, I offended.
I sent an email. Who is this? To the Honky Tonk Man. I was like, oh god. So we ate dinner and I ran home, jumped on the computer. I said, oh Honky Tonk Man, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize who you were. I was sitting there with dinner with my wife, racking my brain trying to figure out who it was, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, it's the Honky Tonk Man. And
Oh, that's the letter you sent. That's good.
yeah, that's basically what I said to him. And so it doesn't look like he gets on the computer very much. Maybe like a once a week thing. So
Right.
he hasn't replied yet, but he hadn't sent me that email. It had been a few days since I talked to his promoter. So I think we'll hear back from him. He seems like he's a nice guy. He's I want to say he's a minister. I forgot which church it was. I think he's a minister. So I think we'll get him. I think he'll
Wait,
come
you
on the
think
show.
he's a minister now?
No, I'm pretty sure he is a minister. I can't remember the name
Minister of pain?
No, I can't. He's a minister of church, but I can't remember the name of the church.
A real legit church?
A real, yeah. It's weird because a lot of the. I got a message from your buddy there, Jason, the other guy. I think he's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
He says he fears if he calls in, he'll waste time commenting on how a coach that has never won a Super Bowl and coaches criminals attempted to besmirch a 3-time Super Bowl champion coach that allegedly utilized 10 minutes of practice tape to win a title because Tom Brady needed help. Huh? Another Harbaugh brother comment that ended their appearance of competence. He's very bitter about the Pats.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, but maybe that was him that tried to call in. Funny stuff. So we'll get. I'm actually gonna figure out who this, not who it is, but what he's a minister of, and he should be another good guest.
Oh, yeah.
He seems like a good guy. And let me see. Reading up on him. Don't see it, but I know it said he was a minister of church. It's kind of weird that he's a wrestler because he has a degree in education. He has a degree in
Does he?
education. Yeah.
That would be
So,
awesome.
It makes
Dude,
you wonder.
I really like it. I really like those guys who do that.
That kind of go to school and then just do something else.
Well, like George the Animal Steel apparently is like
Oh,
super highly educated.
and he's like a football coach and very successful too.
Apparently, Dolph Lundgren is actually a brainiac too. He's got some sort of master's in chemistry or organic chemistry or something like that,
Wow, really?
which is not an easy degree to get.
Oh, here it is. He's a minister with the Universal Life Church.
Mm.
I don't know. Are you familiar with that one?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a religious organization that offers anyone semi-immediate ordination as ULC minister free of charge. The organization states that anyone can become a minister without having to go through a pre-ordination process required by their religious faith. Well, that sounds
Wait
like
a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Sign here. I guess if you don't really have to go to school for it, as long as you get the belief and a little bit of the knowledge. That's all it takes, right? Do you need to go to college to tell you what to believe? No.
It's all politics, anyways, at that point in time, right?
Well, some of those churches are, yeah. I don't want to get you started on the Catholic Church.
Yeah, no need to.
Oh yeah. Good stuff. So, like I said, we got big guests coming up. A lot of authors. That one with the Kennedy assassination. That should be a big one. That's gonna really. Now, have you heard about the latest on the Robert Kennedy assassination?
I think you and I made a quick mention about it, but I don't remember what we had spoken about.
Well, I just saw this today. I think for the first time, so I'm not sure. The woman that was the eyewitness woman that testified against him, or he was used in his indictment anyway. Sirhan's indictment.
I guess Sirhan.
Yeah. She says that a lot of it was fabricated, and she didn't say the stuff that the FBI said she said. She said that she kept saying, the FBI said that she kept saying there was only 8 shots fired, but she knows there was at least 12 or 14 shots fired. And and there's another gunman. She's positive there's another gunman she saw. And
right. So why?
Well, they're saying it doesn't matter. He's still guilty. Either way, Sirhan's guilty. He's trying to get either a new trial or to get thrown out for FBI conspiracy or something. So.
Right.
But she's definitely saying, she's adamant that there was more shots fired and there was another gunman.
So why is she talking now?
I don't know why it came out now. She's really old too. She's like 78 or 82 or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Maybe it's because Sirhan is trying to get the new trial. I'm not sure what her. I would think, they say the most unreliable evidence is eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard that.
And I would think eyewitness testimony, 45 years later, it's even worse. There's no way it's really reliable anymore. Unless it was recorded that she had said there was 12 or 14 shots fired way back when, and even then, that's questionable.
Well, what's kind of funny is that something like that. You could basically, I think, personally, when you hear gunshots, it's like a bang, 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 bang. It wouldn't be. I think.
She said she remembers the rhythm of it. No,
right.
I'm thinking that initial shock of hearing gunshots, you're gonna lose a second or two right there of gunshots where you're not gonna recall how many were fired, and I don't think it's very reliable. And that commotion, everybody's seen that film. There's so much commotion in there. When those shots started going off, everybody's falling down, people getting thrown everywhere, and they're jumping on Sirhan. I don't know how. She could be right on the money, but I don't know. I don't know what the advantage of having a second. Why they'd want to be cover up a second shooter in the.
Well, it's because it's the CIA who did it.
Yeah, but if Sirhan did it, there's no question that he did it. That's on film. He's filmed shooting him. There's no question about that part. There's witnesses. It's on film. But why cover up a second shooter? Why would you even? I guess you have a second shooter just in case. But why cover it up? Why not just throw him to the wolves like you do with Sirhan?
Well, I think both Kennedy assassinations are intricately involved in each other, so we'll be able to ask them about that.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I just got the book yesterday. I haven't had a chance to start reading it yet, but it looks like it's going to be really.
And what's the author's name?
Fitzgerald.
Yeah. All right, we'll put that link up on the website.
Yeah, we'll get it all up. I got a lot of web work to do.
So who's our next guest? Is it going to be?
I'm not sure yet. The next scheduled guest is May 16th, and that's the Candyman, David Klein.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the next scheduled one. We may schedule one between now and then, but we don't have anything scheduled at the moment. But there's a good possibility we have a guest or two in between that time.
Okay, cool.
Possibly, maybe we're looking at the submariner producer Tony Rollo. He'd be a good guest. A lot of good stories in that show, and should be a lot of questions about the making of it.
Right.
And then a lot of comedians and a couple of novels. We're talking about got a girl in New York who wrote a novel. 17-year-old girl wrote a novel, and she's working on her second one now.
Oh yeah. I want to talk to her.
Yeah, that should be. I can't wait to read that.
She have a boyfriend?
I don't know. We're gonna stay clear of that for now, at least till she turns 18 for you, Lenny.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Wait, what state is she in?
She's in I think she's in New York City.
Okay, I think north of the Mason-Dixon line. I think that's off limits.
Off limits. Yeah. But we'll be getting her on. We'll get all these links up and pictures of the books and everything, where to buy and all that good stuff, so everybody can see
links and all that good stuff.
all
Yeah.
the links and all the information about the guests.